So what is it you're trying to get us to build? With what? It has to be... Okay. Now, do you know how hard it is to make a bulletproof vehicle? And you want windows too. Why don't you just go buy one of them cars that the doggone president uses? That'd be a whole lot more easier. You could do it up however you wanted, and it would be bulletproof. Even the windows. And you say it's already here? Oh my God. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to We Can Fix It, to where if we work together, we can fix just about anything. My name's Danny, and today on We Can Fix It, we are back on the Batmobile. Now, I don't know if I showed you guys this part or not. This is me putting on the release agent for the fiberglass. Now, you have to do this the day before you do fiberglassing in order for the product to release from the mold. Essentially, this is the mold. So it comes with like this little cloth spreader, and it disintegrates. That sucker's still half full of release agent, and that cloth is disintegrating on the Batmobile because of the fact that it's jagged. But it'll be all right. I can use anything to apply it with. I can use a rag, anything I need to. But I just figured I'd give you guys a look onto me doing this. I don't know if I ever kind of spoke about it or mentioned it in any of the previous videos, so I figured I'd just kind of drop in with that to begin with. So the Batmobile is coming together pretty decently right now. We have a whole lot of 3D prints that we're putting together. You can see here that me and the boy, I think, yes, this is a portion of the hood. So we're going to have to end up building, I'm going to say pretty much the entire hood. Excuse me. Oh, I do these late at night. It's 9:25 right now. Yeah, I should start doing it a little earlier, huh? But anyway, we need to put this hood together completely, so that way we can get a proper measurement from the front wheel to the body on the quarter panel. And it is a very, very, very important measurement, because if we have this measurement wrong, what happens is we could have the frame twisted, we could have the wheelbase wrong, and the wheels will sit too far forward or too far back, and it'll just look goofy. I'll have to come up with an idea to fix it. Got the 9 o'clock yawns. Anyway, so it's not too awful bad to try to get this stuff together. It's just time consuming. Yes, you do need to know what you're doing. Yes, it is a bit dangerous on the fact that, hey, you're cutting the frame on a perfectly good vehicle, and you're trying to convert it over to a Batmobile, which is pretty much undrivable, if you come to think about it. So, if you do decide to do this, the best thing I can tell you is just take your time. That is the best advice I could give you if you decide you want to build a Batmobile in this manner, which you can go buy a kit. I think they're $10 grand. that has the Batmobile, but I fiberglassed already. I think it's about 100 or so to have it on a chassis. But anyway, I didn't want to go that route. I wanted to build it myself. I wanted to prove to myself that I could build it myself. That's the whole point of doing this. In my mind, I want to prove to myself, not really everybody, just myself, that I can do this. So, right here, me and my girlfriend is welding up some of the hood still. We have a bit more to go before we finally get to the fender well. Later on in this video, you'll see me actually mock it up without the fender well. Jesus, the yawning. And that actually goes awry, but you'll see that in the next video. Alright, so here's the update on the Batmobile. I cut this off because this is just an exhaust mount. We're not going to use it. That way we can put this piece of metal across here. And when we extend it, it has something to kind of bite onto so it doesn't really flex too much. Now, this is the one I cut out for it. This is the little extra one that I'm going to use as well, right about here. This one is going to go on the bottom, lined up perfectly like that right there. See that? Alrighty. So what's going to happen is this one up here is going to get welded to the top, and this one down here is going to get welded right here across the bottom. This won't be welded. That way it can slide on this. I'll tell you the truth. Tell you the truth, I made a mistake on that. This is going to be on the bottom right here, like that. That way it gives it somewhere to ride on, so it doesn't fall when we finally cut it in two. All right. So we have this already marked out. I'm going to make a cut right here, and I'm going to cut all the way across to here, and I'm going to cut straight down right here. And this way I can pretty much isolate this joint, and you'll have a top and a bottom, and this is about 1 foot to 1.5 feet, I believe. We won't need over that. So it's right here is where we're cutting down to. So it's going to come down right here, and that is about 1.2 feet. Yeah, 1.2 feet. All right. So it's going to be a cut here, straight across and down, and it's going to be the same on the other side. So I don't know how long it's going to need to be. So, like I said, the print may be bigger, so we may need to add more. See what I'm saying? I really don't know what it needs to be. Well, I'm going to just have to tell you the truth. Yes, it's going to be longer than what I have measured. I don't know how much longer, probably about 2 to 3 foot. So I'm not positive. I've already measured at 1.5 feet, something like that, but it may be a little more. Let's get the other side. Yeah, I don't know how far we'll need to be. We may need to be further than this. That's why I'm doing it right here, so I can put the piece of metal close to the end here, and that way it gives me another foot, so I can move this 1 foot, and then it'll give me another foot. So I don't have a clue how far we need to be. I really don't. They've got to come off up front. Them two pieces got to come off. I'm telling you, John, this is gonna be a long some gum. It's gonna be like limousine long. Oh, how true them words were. It will be as long as a limousine. So right here I'm starting to weld on this. And yes, I'm using a Harbor Freight welder. Just to let you know. The Harbor Freight welder will work to this thickness, but the welder cannot go no thicker than what this chassis is made of. So I am good with welding here. The only difference that you'll have to do, or that I have to do, in order to make sure it's penetrating through the metal, you can heat the metal. This point right here, it's not important, so I'm just going to do a hot weld right on top of it. Is that where you want it to be? Is that where you want it to be?
Yeah.
Start welding. Start. Hold it.
There you go.
Simpler, right?
Yeah. So it's just you hold it and then little strides.
Yeah, really small strides.
Okay.
Just back. We got plenty of time. We got a lot of welding to do. A whole lot of welding to do. Hey, look at me. We got a whole lot of welding to do. I've got to do the other side. I'm going to do the bottom on this side. This sit right like that there. Right. So there's the tape measure, there's the tape measure. Do me a favor, pick something, I don't care what, just cut and mark this. Give us an idea of what we need to be. Grab something.
Break the bottom pieces then?
What you think?
fold off right there.
That'll work. I like it. I like it, I do. All right. So that's gonna be the end of that for today. As you can see, the cuts aren't that even, which I won't planning on them to be. I didn't measure them out, nothing like that. I'm just trying to show as a proof of concept that even though that this is uneven ground and the cuts are uneven, that we can still make this thing level, secure, and roadworthy. And our biggest roadworthy deal is going to be when we finally get all this welded back up, we're going to grind it all down. We're going to put a plate over each side, and we're going to bolt it in. After bolting it in, we're going to bolt it into the existing. After bolting it in, then we're going to weld it in, so it's going to have triple the protection from coming apart. So, and we may even put some cross braces up through here as well to help with structure, being that we've done cut the structure up a good bit, not a little bit. We're adding like 2 foot, so yeah, we're gonna cut it up pretty good. Okay. So, the game plan is that we actually have the front fender almost completely built. I'm waiting on some filament right now so we can continue building on it, but it's almost done. Now, being that it's almost done, I'm going to start mounting it, even though we haven't fiberglassed it. We're going to start mounting it to the chassis. And the reason is because I need to know where this body is going to be sitting so I can put the quarter panel on. Like I said, we are not going to be fiberglassing this yet. And it may break on us, and it may make me cuss and scream and holler and throw out all kinds of profanities that I'll have to bleep out on the episode. But we will need to do this in order to move forward. Because I don't know how long this thing's going to be. I've measured it out and measured it and measured it and measured it again. And each time I add another piece, another doggone piece of PLA, I believe this print that I've got is a little bit longer, little bit being 4 foot, longer than the actual car. So if it's 4 foot longer, we are talking about limousine size. We are talking about a 30-foot long car. That's pretty big. You know, we're talking about somewhere close to 30 foot. So, and I understand, you know, it's supposed to be 20 foot. You add 4 foot, 24 foot, but you have to take into consideration that there's different lengths between the wing and then the front end from the fender to the wheelbase. The wheelbase will be 4 foot longer. The entire car is going to be closer to adding up to being that 30 foot. I really, really hope it doesn't get longer than 30 foot, because if it does, then we will be having a problem. We won't be able to make it roadworthy because of the fact that it's going to be too big of a vehicle for the road, because you'll be sitting so far back in the vehicle that you really won't be able to drive it properly on the road. And I wouldn't trust something over 30 foot long with the where I will be sitting, because I'll be sitting so far back on the chassis, I wouldn't be able to judge how far the front end is because of the length of the vehicle. You got to think, I mean, if it's over 30 foot, that's stand at the back of a limousine and look to the front, and that's pretty much what I would be doing if I'm driving the car. So, we'll have to find out. There's only one way to find out, and that's to continue. And that is what we're going to do. We're going to continue with this project until we get it done. If you like what you see and you want to see more, please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember also that we have these two props that was made for the previous 3D printing episodes. And what they are is the Noisy Cricket from Men in Black. It was a prop that was created in order for me to do the intro like I do on every video. We try to do intros. I was planning on just throwing this, breaking it, and throwing it in the trash and be done with it. Well, I never used it, so it's rough. It's not clean, but it is a Noisy Cricket. You can take and mount it somewhere, and you'll have a little conversational piece. If you'd like this and the Phantom's ring from the movie Phantom that was starring Billy Zane. This is the better of the two rings. I made two rings, and I kept the other one because I kind of like the look of it being beat up a little bit. On the other ring, the bottom of the chin didn't print out properly. That's okay. I'll keep it, and I'll give away the nice one. Now, if you want both of these sent to you free of charge, all you have to do is email me. The email address will be in the description below, and all you have to do is email me Noisy Cricket. The very first person that emails me Noisy Cricket will get these for free. And if I do any more 3D prints, if nobody claims these, I will continue to add to them. So you will have more and more prints to get aside from just these two. So please, like, comment, and subscribe to We Can Fix It. Because if we work together, we can fix just about anything.